Good morning, guys. So this is the second part of filling the pond in with hardcore. It's mad to think, looking at this hole, that this is what the pond used to look like. Nice in-ground pond, really tranquil to sit on the side of and look down into, and the fish was in an amazing little hole. And now we've got this massive long hole of mud. Obviously you have to crack eggs to make omelettes, don't you? And at the moment we've just got a massive long hole. I've been to look at a pond yesterday which was a similar size to this, and I've just been back to my dad's as well to see how his filter's coping with having a single bottom drain, and to be fair, both of them were doing really well. So Jamie down the street woke me up this morning by tipping this onto the drive. Knew it was my day off. He said, I'll drop you a load off before he goes to work and bring you a load back afterwards. So it looks like I'm back to shoveling again. That's load number one. Full tipper load, and we haven't filled the existing pond yet to bring it up to the level. Jamie reckons another 4 or 5 loads will get it to the height I need it on my stick. So luckily I'm off tomorrow, and he said he's going to go before work, get a full wagon full and just literally tip it on my drive, so I have to shovel it and barrow it in, but that's no bother. And at the end of the day he's going to bring me another load back, so hopefully I'll get another 2 wagonfuls in tomorrow. I borrowed his whacker, so it looks like tomorrow on my day off I'm hardcoring and whacking. So it's the next morning. We've had 2 loads of hardcore in the hole, and I'm waiting on Jamie to drop me another load. I had to put a new belt on his whacker plate, and now I'm contemplating that I need to know roughly how high I'm going to go with the hardcore. So what I'm going to do is make a piece of wood to go across that I can sit it on the fence in a location and clamp the bottom drain to it, and then I'll make a jig to know that I need to stop when it gets to that point. So I'm going to get a few tools out. Right then. So what I've done is I've just made this little jig. I've marked on the bricks on the side, which are cemented in and won't move, of where I want this to be. So I can go down and put it on the scratch on the fence post and on the bricks, and that then should be level every time I put my spirit level on it. Perfect. Now it is going to be on a cement pad, the drain and the pipework go into it. But I knew I had quite a bit of hardcore to go in, and I wanted a gauge to know where I was at the top. So I made this little jig now out of scrap wood, and that way I've got something to work towards.
I got 2 ton of hardcore for you, Dad. Going up.
Cheers, mate. Oh, that's a lot of hardcore moved. Straight after work, man. And there's one thing left to do. Can't leave it like that, can I? I need to whack it down now. So I have to lift the whacker out the garage, wet it down, and whack it up.
Right guys, we've got all the hardcore in, and my dad done an amazing job. Let me show you what he's done.
We've got the base roughly where it needs to be, but Mike, whose pond we visited last week, is going to come down today and string out exactly where the blocks are going to go.
Take a look how level this base is.
So here's one half, bang level. Here's the other half, bang level. Now I'm not going to take credit for this because I buried it all in and Jamie came and raked to the top and whacked it level. As when I did it, it looked like a BMX track. Good morning. Sunday morning. I've just been to pick up the cement mixer from my dad's. The base is now ready. I've had a couple of sheets of mesh delivered. We're going to set the bottom drain in today. Stu from Humber Koi is bringing me some pressure pipe because it's too long to fit in my van. Yesterday we went to Humber Koi's open day over in Broomfleet. It was really nice to meet a lot of people there. Me and Lee had a cracking time. I was going to record a video, but there was quite a lot of people there and I was helping Stu and Sean out, serving people and just having a general chat. It was nice to actually go to an event and not have my camera in my hand all day, so top effort lads. It was a really good day. Right, on with this base, let's show you what we're doing. So I think the first thing to do, luckily I had Mike come down and put these string lines on. We've screwed them in place, but they've gone a bit slack, so I just need to tighten them up a bit to get the centres. Now he did say that the blocks that he'd put around the edge are all four walls. So once I've got the centre of that, I should be okay for setting the drain and marking it out, going from there. It's quite a task really. Stu's been. So we've got the pipe and we've got the fittings. Now one thing that was mentioned on the live show last night was that American people don't call it pressure pipe and they don't know what it is. So just so you can see, that's how thick our pressure pipe is over here. I know Ty was asking the question, I believe it's just graded in different thicknesses over there, but as opposed to the PVC pipe, which is only a couple of mil. I think that pipe would have been fine if I'm honest, but belt and braces, doing it once. The last thing I'd want to do is have to dig up the base because of a cracked pipe, so I think anything that's going to go in cement will be in the pressure stuff. In the filter house, I'm not bothered. I'll use black waste pipe. As long as it's got the flow, it doesn't really bother me. Amazing weather yesterday, but today is just absolutely blowing a gale. So I'm just using a bit of emery cloth just to give this a good rough up. Some people say you have to do it, some people say you don't. The way my dad's always taught me is that you do it. I've sanded both of the parts up, both of the inners. I'm now going to put the solvent weld glue. This is the stuff we bought to do it with. And it comes with a nice ball on the end of it. It really goes around the edge of the pipe and inside the socket's a lot easier than the stuff with the paintbrush on it. So I'm going to go around that now and get these pushed together. Right guys, I've had a bit of a disaster. We've glued the bottom drain in and this swept elbow, and I was trying to do it with Leo on one end of it, and when I was pushing it, it was lifting him off the floor. It's not square, it's coming up at a slight angle, and it would probably do. You could probably get it with a rubber, but I've had to call back up in. I've rung Stu up to see if he can come and help me, and I'm gonna cut it and put a socket in it. I shouldn't have attempted it, Willie. He's just literally not heavy enough and he's not got the strength to hold that pipe down while I was twisting it. Every time I was moving it, it was lifting him off the floor. So while I wait for Stu and my dad's gonna come, I've sprayed where it needs to go and where I need to cut on the mesh. So I'm gonna get that cut, get something done at least today while I'm waiting for them. God, I've got a drip on now. Right, so the mesh is fully in. Just ground out all the slots and the half piece in the front to fit there. I think it's as good as what it can be. Let me show you what I've got. So this is where the bottom drain's going, and it's going to go up into the corner and up into the filter house from there. I've got 2 pieces of mesh there, and these are going to get bound together with wire. Just need Stu to come and help me out with this now, and then we should be nearly done for the day. So we're ready to get this up here. This needs to be a touch longer, cut and angled right, but we'll have enough weight and people here now to actually do this properly. It's a rookie mistake that, if I'm honest, but luckily not one that's too detrimental, and I've got people on hand that's gonna sort me out. That's how good it is to have somebody that's local or that you can ring up and say, mate, I really need help today, and he's come out on a Sunday bringing me the parts that I'm missing and just offering his services for a bit to get me going.
So what we're doing here is we're rubbing up the outside of the pressure pipe. We've already glued the socket on and we've already marked a line on what would be square. We used the post of the pergola actually. I didn't think of this the first time, as that was something square to hold it to while I was pushing to. And now what we're doing is we're making a jig that comes off the bit of wood screw to the fence to keep the upright in exactly the right position. Then using a ratchet strap to keep that there until we add cement around the edge, and then that will stop it moving. We haven't had rain for weeks, but the second you get a cement mixer out, it's obviously guaranteed, isn't it? The guys have left and the bottom drain is set. We're using these little plastic top hats that go underneath the mesh to keep the mesh off the ground for when cement is poured.
So it's looking mega. It's getting exactly how I want it to be. We're close to being able to pour. I need to get a few more of them little top hat stands to lift up, but Mike's already sent me a picture that he's got some, and the last 2 bits need binding together. Jamie down the street's got one of them guns that goes and ties them together, so I'll borrow that off him. Now, we have changed what we're doing about filtration. That'll be in a future video because we're going to strip it down and show you what we've bought. We've bought a few bits to go on it. All of them second hand that we've bought, so we'll be going into detail on how we're cleaning it, what we're doing to disinfect it, and where we're going to lay everything else. But I think you can imagine now that this is a lot bigger filter house than what we had before. We always struggled before, even when filming in there, me and Leo was stood shoulder to shoulder, and if I had to get down the side of the Nexus, I had to do it with the doors open in all kinds of weather. So that is one of the reasons why we didn't continue building there. I wanted enough filter shed to accommodate anything that we wanted to do.
Today we got a message off Ty saying, congratulations, and guess what? We hit 2,000.
So we hit 2,000 subscribers while we was working here today. So we'd personally like to thank every one of you that's subscribed to our channel. And if you're new when you're watching this, hit the subscribe button anyway, it's free. We'll see you on the next one, but we are going to have a couple of weeks off. We're waiting for cement and we are at Wembley next weekend. So we're having a day away and a weekend away from doing koi stuff. So fingers crossed we win at Wembley, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks for our live the Saturday after Wembley. Have a great weekend, guys. See you soon.
Bye.